show you how to take your instrument out of your case the very first time. I'm going to show you this way first, and then when you're in class or you're at home, you might be doing it on your lap. So first of all, you want to, all the cases are different, but you'll want to make sure if it has a zipper that you zip all the way around to the back on both sides, so that when you open the case, it doesn't rip the zippers out. And on this case, there's a little latch, and you push in on these outside things and you lift up. And then when you're taking the instrument out, you want to hold it with the neck like this. You don't want to pick it up by the fingerboard. You want to make sure that you've got it held securely this way. And then I like to turn them upside down like this, put them underneath my arm like that, to take my shoulder rest and put the shoulder rest on like this. All right, putting it away, I do the same thing. I take my shoulder rest off. This case has a place for it, some don't, and so then you have to find a place to put your shoulder rest, maybe in your locker, or you can have a little bag for it. And then I take it, holding it by the neck and setting it back in the case. This case has a little bit of a thing to hold the instrument so that it doesn't fly out of there. And this is the most important thing for beginners, is that when you close the case, making sure that nothing's obstructing it, your shoulder rest is off, make sure that it latches and that you fully zip it back, because if you don't and you pick it up with the handle, it could fall open and the instrument could fall out and damage the instrument. So you want to make sure that you close it up before you pick it up. And that's how you take it out on a table. I'm going to show you real quick how to do it when you're sitting down. And so we're going to just have the handle facing you, and you do the same thing where you unzip all the way around, making sure that you get to the very end of the zipper. And then I've got my latch. I take my instrument out, holding it by the neck. And at this point, I would probably put my shoulder rest on so that you don't have to worry about that later. Slipping it on that way so that it's creating a little frowny face that way if the instrument's pointing up like that. And then I can take my bow out, being careful not to touch the hair of the bow. And then I would close the case up again. At this point, it's just latched. I'm not going to zip it. I'd set the case off to the side, and I am ready to play. And so we get into our rest position, and then I'm ready to put my instrument up and play. But of course, you tighten the bow first. All right, so about that. So that's how you get your instrument out of the case carefully, and making sure that it's safe the whole time that you have it in your hands and when you put it back in the case again. So putting it back, we just do the opposite. We put our case on our lap, and I haven't zipped it, so I just open it up with the latch. Notice that it's a little bit more complicated because I have my hands full with the instrument. And then I loosen my bow, really important to give your bow stick a rest. I put that carefully back in the case, and I make sure that I twist the little thing holding it. I take my shoulder rest off, put that back in the case. I set the viola in, or the violin, if you have a violin, making sure that I put this little Velcro strap across the neck. And then I just make sure that everything is away from the instrument. I latch it, I zip it up on both sides, and that way it safely can be picked up by the handle and not fall out. So that's how you take out your instrument when you're beginning to play, to make sure that you keep the instrument safe. So, and then we can have fun playing.